VC, it's a Big Star 1000, 1985, Gimme Ten. Again, a list of 10 great records from the year 1985. I'm sorry I haven't sort of had the time to respond to a lot of comments recently, and I'm pretty time poor, and I don't think I will be making the midweek revolutions video in the next few weeks because I just don't have the time. Work is busy, and I just have too many things to do, and I'm injured. So it'll be Gimme Tens every week now until 1989, after which I will stop. No more Gimme 10 year by year. I'll just do other types of Gimme 10s. So I'll start straight away. 10 great records from 1985. My favorite record of 1985, well, I think this is the best record in 1985, in my opinion, is Still McQueen by Prefab Sprout. This is an absolutely phenomenal indie rock, indie pop record. I don't know what you would classify this. It's predate sort of alternative rock. Is in a kind of same spirit as the Smiths and bands of the like. Prefab Sprout, fronted by a genius Paddy McAloon, and in my opinion, the first side there is as good as music gets. Really, Farron Young, Bonnie Appetite, When Love Breaks Down, which is amazing. Goodbye Lucille, number one, Hallelujah, and on the other side, Desire As is also. This is just a killer album. Every song just gets better and better, really. My second favorite album of 1985 is Run, Sodomy and the Lash by the Pogues. Everybody knows the Pogues, or I think at least everybody should know about the Pogues. Band fronted by Shane MacGowan, specialize in a sort of a fusion of punk and Irish music. And this is just to die for, this album. Not least because it contains songs like A Pair of Brown Eyes, Sally McLennan, Dirty Old Town, The Wildcats of Kilkenny. Just the whole thing it's a great album. And if you've heard of, I love the sort of pastiche that they did there on the Raft of Medusa, which is a very famous French painting by Géricault, the Raft of Medusa. Wonderful painting. Okay, continuing with another great record. Tom Waits, Rain Dogs. This is what I looked like when I was younger, with no beard. Almost exactly like this, if you can imagine me. The Tom Waits look-alike. This is a good album. This is, in my opinion, again, Tom Waits' finest album. In terms of quality of songs, melodies, creative genius, the works. It starts with Singapore, which is brilliant. The title track, Rain Dogs, is also a great song. But the whole thing. Okay, this I should have on vinyl, but I have only on CD, so too bad. Is The Falls, probably the most critically acclaimed album of The Fall, This Nation's Saving Grace, which is really the most sort of fully realized version of The Fall. The band from Manchester, Marky Smith being the only sort of permanent member of The Fall. Yeah, with things like I'm Demo Suzuki or Spoilt Victorian Child, for instance. Uh, with also the guitar of Brix Smith, his then wife, uh, Essential Record. Another Essential Record, a touchstone of shoegazing, is a Psycho Candy by the Jesus and Mary Chain, which is really, what can you say? It's distorted guitars, Beach Boys melodies. Just roll them into one, and you've got the Jesus and Mary Chain. Great band, hailing from Scotland. Jim Reid, William Reid, and Bobby Gillespie on drums. Um, yeah, great album. Just like Honey, Taste the Floor, Taste of Cindy, uh, Trip Me Up, My Little Wonderland. I mean, almost everything is a hit on this. Not my favorite Kate Bush album, but still, The Hands of Love is essential. Second side is a suite of songs, and then you've got Running Up That Hill on there, which, you know, he's in the running for one of Kate Bush's best tunes, best tracks. The Hands of Love, amazing record. For most people, it's a best album. Not for me. I prefer The Dreaming personally, but this is great nonetheless. Next is a very fine New Order album called Low Life. Now, my version is missing there's a piece of cellophane that goes on top of it, which has got the title of the album, etc. When I bought this years and years ago, probably 10 years ago, this is how I found it. It was very cheap, and I've never replaced it. But normally it comes with different covers as well. Low Life, New Order, which contains some, like, this is just one, if not the best New Order album. Really, it's just an incredible record with Elegia and Subculture and Perfect Kiss. Great songs. The first side on this is incredible. It really is. New Order. This is a bit of a sort of a surprise record. I don't know if it's a surprise record, but I thought it'd include something that wasn't, indie alternative or post punk or something different. And I want to include Sade because I think there's not much love in the VC for Sade. I mean, we rarely show her records, and she's made some great records. Diamond Life is great, and this probably is my over 80s record is my favorite. Now, later in the 90s, she made also great records, but this is fantastic. This album. The Sweetest Taboo and Jezebel and Mr. Wrong. It's great. What a great band too. It's a great band, great songs. Her voice is. I mean, to me, it might will probably sound ridiculous to you, but to me, she's in the same school of music and the same sort of wave of music as Massive Attack. Uh, it's got this sort of British groove, which is, idiosyncratic to Britain. This kind of incredible melancholy kind of quality. When you hear Sharon Nelson on Blue Lines, I think of Sade for some reason. It's got the same kind of. And it's a very British thing, Soul to Soul, Sade, Massive Attack. There's lots of those kinds of artists that fit in the same kind of mold. Not really, but I know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean. And I will finish with 2 Australian records, and why not? I live in Australia, and I love to represent this place. It's very musically rich. The first one is a CD because I don't have on vinyl. It is a Spleen and Ideal by the wonderful Dead Can Dance, which is a band from Melbourne. Well, they've relocated to London to be on the 480 label then, but they're still from here. And Lisa Gerard, I think, has moved back to Australia now. I'm led to believe. And Brendan Perry is the other half, and this is, yeah, almost one of their best records. That, or I mean, yeah, it's a very nice album. Again, what you'd expect from Dead Cat Dance, sort of ethereal, kind of gothic, indie, with world's music sort of influences, in sort of Middle Eastern and that kind of thing. And the last one is a record that you probably don't know about, or maybe you haven't heard anything about this. This is a band from Melbourne called Not Drowning Waving, and this is called The Little Desert. This is a wonderful band led by a piano player called David Bridie, and this was recorded here in Melbourne, and in fact it was recorded a few k's away from here. And what you get here is a kind of the thing that it reminds me the most when I hear David Bridie's vocals and the sort of ethereal background music is Low, the band from Minneapolis, but sort of like a much earlier version of Low, and that's what it reminds me of. If you know Low, it's kind of slowcore before slowcore was a thing. Piano, like imagine a sort of a Brian Eno-esque kind of background with sort of hushed vocals. There's a Not Drowning Waving, fantastic album. And I will conclude with this, VC. If that was too much for you, it's too bad. If that was not enough for you, and then it's too bad as well, because I'm not going to make another video this week, I don't think anyway. And I'll try to answer your comments if I can. And yeah, until next time.